The Podbreed Network is strictly for the small podcasts that are up and coming in the vast world of podcasting. Podbreed is made up of many diverse podcasts, coming together to achieve the same goal of being the best damn podcast network on the planet. Find out more at podbreed.com.
There are over 2 million podcasts, but how many of those can massage the mind, elevate the senses, take you to another plateau? Allow me to introduce you to Drea's Point of View, the 10-minute or less podcast that brings you observations and experiences from her perspective.
Last winter, thousands of passengers were stranded for days due to numerous issues from Southwest Airlines. Many of them didn't know what their options were. Last summer, Pete Buttigieg, Secretary of Transportation, set up an airline customer service dashboard to look up your customer rights. It's important to know your rights, what to do if you are not a frequent traveler, because not many of us read the fine print. Welcome to this short-form podcast, Drea's Point of View. I am Drea, and I would like to invite you to follow the show at Drea Point on Twitter and on Instagram, Facebook, Clubhouse, and Pinterest at Drea's Point of View. Of course, things are subject to change, but until the DOT passes a rule for travelers, you are entitled to a full refund if your flight cancels and you don't take that rebooked flight. If there are delays to your schedule, you're also entitled to a refund. It's best to check the airline's website to determine what length of the delay would have to be in order to give you a refund. You don't have to accept the vouchers. Hold out for the cash. Airlines are supposed to tell you that you can get a check if your flight has been disrupted. If it looks like the delay is going to cost you more than what the airline is offering, like a non-refundable hotel room, try and get as much as you can. Try and haggle if you do take the voucher. Most airlines don't have fees for flight changes, so take advantage of that. As long as you cancel within 24 hours, you can change for no charge. Most airlines want you to book up to a week before you're set to leave in order to get a refund. It also has to be through the airline's website and not a third-party site like cheaptickets.com or Expedia. If you're delayed, you can be booked on another carrier. It's best to have some options ready before you ask the gate agent. If you're extremely delayed and the airline puts you on another carrier, they'll cover all the fees the new airline might charge. If a flight is canceled or changes route, you can get a full refund on a non-refundable fare. Sometimes your additional fees you pay, such as paying for a checked bag or extra legroom, can be refunded. Depends on the ticket agent. If you're traveling to Europe, you can get even more. Other than weather conditions, if the flight is canceled, you're supposed to be given a hotel by law. You'll also get a full refund within a week for a canceled flight. You're owed more if your bag is delayed, up to $50 a day if you have receipts. Let's say if you're traveling for a wedding or were in that party and have proof, you may be compensated for more. According to the DOT, you can't be kept on a domestic flight for over 3 hours or an international flight for over 4. The airline also has to offer you food and water after 2 hours. So remember that. You can get an exit row seat once you get to the gate. You have a better chance of getting one there than asking at the check-in counter. Check with your credit card company about travel insurance or free bag check-ins. This information was gathered on thrilling.com, so hopefully you take this into consideration the next time you travel. Please don't forget to subscribe to this podcast. I have a YouTube channel as well. My objective is not to change your point of view, only to get you to listen to Drea's Point of View. I thank you for listening.
Thank you for listening to Drea's Point of View. Remember to subscribe to this female-hosted podcast Dre's Point of View is now available on Sundays, Wednesdays, and Fridays.